Hello, welcome to Focus. It is an enrichment program which talks about various issues. Today, let's talk about unemployment. The main reasons for unemployment in our country, you can take it as a three reasons. There are three main reasons. One, that is your population. Two, that is a faulty education. Three is again is a faulty government policy. These three points to be discussed today to see how the unemployment problem has grown up and what could be the remedy to this. Let's talk about the population. See, in a present scenario, if you see, I'm talking about 2 years ago, the population of our country was 135 crores. This is 135 crores. In a report, India is the second largest country in the world after China. According to a Labor Bureau statistic, India is a nation of the most unemployed people in the world. Nearly 65% of Indian population has an average age of 35 years or below. This is the area, this is the age where people used to look for employment, and they try various ways to get employed themselves until they become tired. This is the scenario. And second thing is unemployment generally can be categorized into three parts. There is a labor class who are not educated. Secondly, there are educated persons without possessing any technical degree. In the third place, there are technical persons like engineers and others. These are the three areas, three categories where unemployment people are at large. But what is the present scenario in our country is that only one sector, that is IT, who has been who has been trying their best to accommodate the technical graduates like engineers, and of course others pharmaceuticals and other area also MBA students, they are also coming. These are the all professional courses. After completing the professional course, one can go to these areas, and particularly various companies, MNCs, they are looking for this kind of people. But one thing is very sure, all are not capable of to get the jobs. This is a problem. This all are not. This is the area where one has to see. See, though private IT sector is a very private organization, but then it is a very organized as well as it is very focused area. Though the private parties are managing these things, private companies, MNCs are providing employment, but they have a very systematic work, particularly US based company. They are very honest to their work culture and the productivity of their whole thing. So this is the one part for IT sector. The another sector you can tell, this is a banking sector in our country. This banking sector, more or less, they are the very categorically very sincere about the recruitment policies, plus giving employment and the networking service of the banking. There one can trust it. But as far as the government scenario is concerned, like railways, like other class of service, clerical and other things, these are that there are various news, people are giving interviews, it has been not been results are not been declared, then people are again coming back to the same place and shouting and going for a strike, and the various things are happening where the government has control over particular employment sector or employment policies. These are the problems with the governments. Let it be a central government or state government, irrespective of irrespective of the governments, I mean the state or center. They are playing with the young generation with this way to avoid just shifting their responsibility to the next some years and to the next some other areas and just passing the time. They have never been sincere in that. But one thing to this I could add the talk of the that second point of the faulty education. How faulty education it happens, I tell you. See, leave the medicine part. When the student are studying medicine, that time very much and from the third year they are been put in the practical work. They go for clinic work. They learn there, and gradually they became a very polished and became a more professional. But not it is happening in the engineering. See, they are in the classroom teaching only. No practical way of giving training. They are not be taken to the any factories. They are not be taken to any big government sectors to to make them understand the work culture, the programs where they are built really need to learn. So these are the area they are being or not able to do. And as far as I am telling the general studies, if you see if somebody completes the graduation, if they look for the teachership, again they used to go for a training called B.Ed or जो भी graduation के बाद M.Ed भी है. So they are what they do कि that is the area where again they have to take the uh, training, and that is B.Ed or post graduation के बाद they go for the M.Ed. This is the one area where they look for. But it is not like for a clerical and kind of other sorts of things. They don't have a technical hand like typing, operating computer operating. These are the things are not there in the general education. This is faulty education. And as far as this, government policy, wrong government policies, they are not being very much clear vision about how to tackle the unemployment scenario. This is the problem. There have various schemes go for some self-employment. They can give the loan. They can have a various policies for go do this, do that, and there are organizations like Khadi and Village Industries, like NSICs, National Small Industries Corporations, like simply you can walk down to any bank and you can look for some term loans for setting up the business, but government doesn't extend their hand to help them out. The point is that suppose a self-employed person wanted to produce certain things, there were no policies as to market by the government. Marketing of the product of the manufacturing sector by the government. There is no such system. Is there. You have to do your own marketing. You have to. But only thing is that the government facilitate in on scheme basis. They will take to some exhibition area. They have to take to some other areas to display your products, but they don't do direct marketing, which is very bad scenario of the manufacturers to go for a I'm talking about the small manufacturers to manufacture and do the marketing. Had it all been happened, if an individual can capable of doing everything, then why this poverty would have been in our country, knocking all the throughout the doors. Now we are in the national, I mean, world level. You can see the index how it has gone so down. I mean, crossed even 100 numbers and gone again below hundreds. This is the scenario one has to look and see this. This unemployment. Another factor is that see people always think after their completion of education, maybe the technical or non-technical, they always look forward or look towards the government's policy, how government can give us employment. They need a permanent kind of job, which is very essential for them. What they are thinking is, yes, if I can have a one permanent job, then it will be okay. So government, they are exercising many areas, but these things they are not focusing. The one example I will give: suppose the industries or PSUs. See, we have over 200 PSUs in India. Why every PSUs don't can't earmark that these are the people we need every year for our PSU? Why they don't give a 5 year kind of requirement? And why can't they come forward and observe the young people, maybe technical, non-technical, or is a level class? They should have some clear-cut vision. PSUs like that, all the registered companies, they must also tell कि annually we have to give this many people for the employment. ये नहीं कि once they have been, they start earning the profits kind of the, then they keep just away everything. I mean they don't want to see very much whether the young people are running around, whether they get employment or not. But they are also duty to see how many people they can observe in a particular area. This also policy should be there in the government side. Let it be any company. They must come out with their framework that we need these many qualified and skilled workers to our company. This is one area where they can focus more. This is the area. And secondly, the marketing part of the, if someone is self-employed, then their product, how it could be taken to the market. That in the panchayat level also, they can work out how many people are busy producing their products, like handicrafts, like the traditional best products, like many things are there where it is been, and the people are not able to come to the nearest market or far off going and selling the product. That panchayat level, they must have some sort of commercial hub, small commercial hub, where they can take the all products of the people, and they can go for the marketing and kind of the things is this. And these market, the product can be consumed by the government agencies also, like schools, blocks, panchayats, and the whole area in the district level. There are so many government officials where they can take their buy the products from the government or village industries. This is the area one can understand that. But as a general, what I would like to tell you, the employment policy is not that easy to 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 to, to control or to solve the problem of unemployment. But one thing they can do it, compulsorily, as government knows how many companies are there, and they can instruct them. You give the yearly commitment, how many people you are going to observe for the some sort of post, how we are going to recruit how many people, and at that particular post they must come out with this. And plus the area of employment opportunity also to be looked forward. And government must also have certain particular ministry where that will be employment generation ministry. Though we have that labor ministry is there, but they don't do much of anything, and they are just like making another policy to have that, but they don't have that kind of uh, employment generation ministry where they can consolidate all the demands, private and government, and they must start acting or executing the policy matters, how the unemployment can be resolved. This is the area. I give a small tips on this, but it is my views. But this is the way how government can start doing the things. This is the high time now. People are just, they are absolutely harassed, and they are looking for the students looking for any kind of job, and the underemployment is everywhere, particularly in the country. Still, government should come out and give their best to do the things on this particular issue. Thank you so much for watching this.